This is a video regarding to the registration and settings for robot and slider. We will show how to perform a registration for the horizontal circulation unit as an example. First, register the robot. Registration is required for all robots connected to the YHX controller. This operation is unnecessary when using only LCMR200. Select FPGA YC link in the device tree. Right-click the device at the location where to add the robot parameter to be used, and select Insert Device. From the displayed list, select the robot model to insert the device. Users can change the robot name. To change it, enter an arbitrary name in the field at the top of the window. When using multiple robots of the same model, it is recommended to rename them for easy identification. In this video, we had two units, Robot 1 and Robot 2. Make sure that the name of the device is added above the selected location. In the device tree, select Device, PLC Logic, Application, User folder, and then double-click YHX User Config ST. The YHX User Config ST editor is displayed. Describe the robot settings in the editor. Enter the value of the robot number as an integer from 1 to 16 according to the YHX configuration. The robot name is the name determined when inserting the device, and the robot variable as an arbitrary name using only alphanumeric characters and underscores. If the entered format or robot name is incorrect, a red wavy underline will remain even after the entry is finished. In order not to register input errors as new variable patterns, please cancel auto-declare. Next, perform registrations for LCMR200. Some LCMR200 parameters such as maximum velocity and acceleration are prepared for each payload. Based on the process with the largest payload, select the device according to the payload. If the device for each payload for LCMR200 is not used, the parameter values in parameter LCMR200 are referred instead. When using the YHX standard profile V2117 or older, please refer to the LCMR200 user's manual, and manually enter the appropriate parameters in parameter LCMR200 according to the payload. Next, register LCMR200 slider. In the device tree, select FPGA YC link, then double-click YHX configuration. Enter the ID of the LCMR200 slider in the value field of the slider number. The slider ID is printed on the side of the slider. Robot number and slider number are commonly managed in XBOT items. An XBOT number that is already in use for a robot cannot be used as a slider number. The YHX standard profile requires certain parameter items to be preset. The common parameters of the LCMR200 slider can be set in parameter LCMR200, and the robot parameters can be set in each registered device data. The LCMR200 slider parameters for each payload are referred only when the payload device is set, and the appropriate values for each payload are set in the parameters. Double-click parameter LCMR200 to set the parameters of the sliders. Enter the positioning tolerance of LCMR200 slider and toll distance in the YHX robot parameter folder. In this video, we set 0.1. Set the length of the pallet to be installed on the slider. The length in the plus direction from the center of the slider is upper pallet length, and the length in the minus direction from the center of the slider is lower pallet length. Enter the length in upper pallet length and lower pallet length in the YHX axis parameter folder. When the length of the pallet is longer than the slider, set these parameters to prevent the abnormal transfer operation. Set the collision detection settings for LCMR200 sliders. The collision detection function is a function that stops sliders with an error when the sliders approach each other within the set distance while moving in a speed higher than the set relative velocity. Enter the relative velocity in LCM collision avoidance velocity, and the distance between slider centers in LCM collision avoidance distance in the YHX driver parameter folder. Next, set the parameters of the robot. Double-click the device data to change the settings. Enter the positioning tolerance of the robot and toll distance in the YHX robot parameter folder. In this video, we set 0.03. Set the movable coordinate range of the robot. Enter in upper soft limit and lower soft limit in the YHX axis parameter folder. Enter values according to the model of the robot to be used, with a margin of about 1 mm. Set the acceleration, deceleration, and jerk by referring to the list of payload acceleration, deceleration, jerk, in the user's manual of your using device. For the parameters of the Yamaha standard junction unit for each payload, please refer to the user's manual of LCMR200. For acceleration, deceleration, and jerk, enter the value in PTP-XL, PTP-decel, and PTP-jerk in the YHX axis parameter folder. Set the length of the encoder cable used for the robot. Enter in M encoder cable length in the YHX driver parameter folder. Enter the length of the encoder cable connected to the robot. If the robot is a Yamaha standard junction unit, enter the value entered in M encoder cable length +1, in M option encoder cable length. Enter the parameters for robot 2 in the same way. That is all the explanation of the registration and setting for robot and slider.